Hi and welcome. Thank you so much for registering to get my free how easy it is to create a interior for your planner. So if you've ever had an idea, you'd love to create your own journal or your own planner, then this little short video is for you. So I hope you enjoy it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to share my screen around and hopefully you will be able to see. There we go. What I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how easy it is to create your own interior. Now, I use lots of tools and apps for this, and this is one of my favorite ones. When you sign up to my 12-week course, this is an app that you'll see me use a lot. And when I'm delivering my courses, because it's my absolute favorite for creating interiors and also for interiors that are maybe already done if you want to create a simple branded notebook. And the lovely Catherine, who designed this tool, has also give me a special discount code for anybody that is going to join me on my 6-week course. So that's really great to know as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you through, these are all the different, these are templates that are already done and already created for you. So if you're looking at publishing on Amazon, low content books, what else is really popular is obviously the standard notebooks, but things like sheet music, if you want to create a music book, maybe you're a music teacher. There's also handwriting paper here. So if you're somebody who's in education and want to create some workbooks, there are lots and lots of different ideas. So there's some like Bible prayers here. There's some creating comic books. If you're in the baking industry and you want to create a recipe planner for your followers, then this is for you. But there's everything on here. So you don't need to necessarily have a business, because you can create passive income on Amazon KPD just because you would like some passive income in your life. So it doesn't have to be business related. There's book reviews, wine reviews, music playlists. There is all sorts of things on here, but I'm going to show you, while this is great, and I do show this obviously in my 12-week, in my 6-week course. I keep saying 12 weeks, I don't know why. 6-week course. Obviously the 6-week course does come with lifetime membership to the group as well. So, but yeah, so this, I will go in depth and show you how easy it is to create a notebook. But today I wanted to show you, if you've had a planner or a tracker or something in your mind and you want to make it really bespoke, then I'm going to go over to the interior designer. What I'm going to do is I'm going to create this planner. There's lots of different sizing. These are the most popular sizes on KDP. And I'm going to go the 8.5 by 11, which is a sort of standard, I guess, sort of more larger sort of planner that you would have on your desk. And I'm going to put that it's got a bleed because I might put some notes in there. The bleed means that if your lines are going to go right to the edge of the paper, because when you're uploading on KDP, it's really important that you get your margins absolutely correct for printing. If you don't, KDP will not accept it and it will keep flagging up. So it's important, if you've got, if you're creating a notebook or you're creating lines that are going to go all the way off the paper, it is really important that you click bleed. For this purpose, I'm going to put under 151 pages because I'm just going to show you how to create page by page. So I'm going to press begin. And here we have all the tools down the side. This is your blank paper. It does give you, if you click on the little rocket there, it does give you a few here already done that can give you a little bit of help, which is really, really good. So say if I click this one, this is going to replace that paper. And I might want to change the font on this. I'm not sure that I want to call it a simple checklist. So I'm going to call it things I need to do. And I might change the font, so you can come down the side here and change the font. I'm going to go to Poppins, and I'm also going to change the size to make it a little bit bigger. And I'm going to zoom that back in just so it's perfectly sized. And what you can do is you can actually fill it in. And I'm going to do that because this is how I'm going to show you that you can, although you can't choose color options here, this is just for filling in. When I save this, I'm going to take you across to Canva. You only need the free version to edit these in Canva, but I'm going to take you across to Canva to show you when I've done how easy it is to then edit, to put your branding colors perhaps in there. Or you could just choose any colors that you like. In this app, unfortunately, it's just grayscale. Obviously, when you come to upload on KDP, color or grayscale does make a difference in printing cost. But what I'm going to do now is I'm actually going to download that as a PDF document. And what I do is every page that I create, I save them individually because that's how I'm then going to build my planner. So I'm going to go on to find KDP. Here we go. I'm going to create a folder. It's really important. So I'm going to call this folder Wellness Planner. It's really important that you create a folder with the name of what you want to call it so that you can keep everything all in one place. And so I'm going to call this to-do list. So I know exactly what page that is, and I'm going to save that. So I'm now going to go over and I'm going to delete that first page. I'm going to go back on the Rocket because actually I want to make it blank now. And what I'm going to do is what I love about this app is that it is all perfectly lined for you. You can see how easy that is to create a line. There's none of you having to, is it level? Have I got it just right either side? So I'm going to put that all the way, almost to the margin, because this tool that I'm using is absolutely brilliant for everything KDP. They've done all the hard work for you. So with that line, I'm just going to make sure it's central, and that's telling me that it is central. So all my margins are right, either side. There we go. So I'm going to go to the text now, and I'm going to pop in the text. I'm going to call this my daily diary. I'm going to put that up there to make sure that that's central. I might even change the font back to Poppins because I've used Poppins for the other one. So I want to do that. I'm going to do a little text box again, and I'm going to put date there. And I'm going to go down to Poppins and change that again. And I might make that a little bit smaller at the side. And I'm going to sit that on to my line, and that's where I'm going to write my date of my planner. Now what I'm going to do is I want to produce a box to make it much easier for myself that's going to have just this side that I might make all my appointments in. I'm going to put that all the way down. So here's my box. And now what I can do in the box, I can go to my rows and my columns. So I don't want any columns. So I'm going to put that to 0. And rows, I'm going to put quite a lot of rows in there, actually, I think. I'm going to break it down into a 12-hour, and I'm going to insert that into there. There we go. So can you see that that's made that? It hasn't put any columns in for me, but that saves me having to do line by line by line. And I can just go over to the text now, and I can do 9 a.m. I can make that really small. And I can go over to pop-ins, change it so that all my text is, and it's going to do all the lining up for me. So it's going to tell me exactly where I need to be, because that little circle is going to sit right on the line. There we go. And I can do that now. For now it's resized to the size I want it to be. I'm going to do 10 a.m. and I'm going to move that up there. Now to me that looks like the sizing. I can make sure that a circle sat on the line as well, so it all looks as it should. Yep, the sizing is right, and I can put the times down all of there, so I can write in there. Obviously I could make the box longer if I wanted the lines longer, but what I'm going to do is I'm then going to do, oh, I want to delete that one, delete. I'm going to go into do a box again. So I'm going to do myself a box over here. It's going to line it up. I'm going to, it'll be perfectly lined with the box next door. And then I'm going to drag that all the way down, because what I'm going to do now is I'm going to fill this, and I'm going to do some text, and I'm going to do notes. So this is going to be my little notes book for anything that I need to remember that date. Can you see how it's lined that for me in the center of the box, so it's all lined up? So there we go. So I've got my daily diary, and obviously you would have a play around with all the tools. You can put images in if you want to. Say I wanted to put a nice butterfly or a character on there. There's even a checklist already done for you, comic layouts, comic shapes. If you want to create your own comic book, it is so super easy. This, what I'm going to do is I'm going to download this one into a PDF document again. And so now I'm going, oh, and now you can see that actually that looks like it's not lined up great where it says date. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go back. I'm just going to lift that up. So I'm going to download it again. And I'm going to go up here and I'm going to save this. That's better. And I'm going to call that my daily diary. And can you see how we start to build the pages of our planner? Perfectly bespoke to exactly how you want it. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go over to Canva. You don't need to have, because you're not actually building in Canva, you only need to have the free option. But what's great about Canva is I'm going to go over here. I'm going to import my files now. Canva will let you import your PDF documents. So I'm going to find my, documents, and I called this a wellness planner, wasn't it? So here we go. That's why it's really important, especially if you're like me and you've got lots of information on your computer. So I'm going to open that to-do list first, and it will be down here for me to open. There we go. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to, where all these colors are, and you see where that gray is, I'm going to change it to pink to my branding. And this is why I use Canva as well, because then I can put my branding colors in there. I can change all those. Canva are great because it gives you the document colors as well. You just need to click on it, change, just as simple as that. And I'm going to go all the way down, keep doing that. Unfortunately, there's not an easier way to do the whole thing. But But if you love being creative like me, you don't mind, you'll spend the time on there. So there we go. What I think I'm going to do as well, I'm going to have a look in Canva now. I'm going to have a look for an element that I could maybe put on there. And I'm going to have a look. Butterfly outline is what I would like. I'm going to go for this simple one here. So I might decide to just have a little play with that and make something small up there. I can obviously then change that to if I want it pink, if I'm going to do all colour inside my planner. But what I often do with my planners is so if I go back to elements, the one that's recently used, I often, just to pretty up where all the boring lines are in a planner, and I'm going to make that to a pale grey. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here and I'm going to make it transparent so that it's not going to take away from where the lines are, so you can write on them when the planner's printed. But it just adds a little bit of dimension to the planner, and I just think it looks really pretty. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go up here, I'm going to download that, I'm going to save that as a PDF, and I'm going to click save. And then I'm going to open the file and I'm going to save it again. So now I'm going to replace that. It says, do you want me to replace? Yes. So I'm going to replace that by that. So now I'm going to go back to Canva. I'm going to go back to home. And I'm also going to do the other one. So I'm going to go and create design. I'm going to import my file. I'm going to import the daily diary now. And I'm going to go over here, and there we are, there's the document. And because I'm going to print mine inside colour, I'm going to go over here, I'm going to pick pink, but I'm also going to change the outline to pink as well, because I don't want it to have a grey outline. So there we go. I might even move that down. If when you think, oh, that doesn't look right because now I've coloured it, you can move it around. I can move the notes up there a little bit if it'll let me. Yep, there we go. You can also obviously change to Canva fonts, or like I have my branding kit in, I'll show you. So if I click on there, there's my branding kit. So I could change the notes color if I wanted to, say, the gold or the blue in my branding kit. But for this purpose, I'm going to leave it black. I might actually look for some more elements. I might put butterfly in again, because that seems to be the theme that I've chose. I'm going to look for graphics, and I'm going to look for another pretty one. That one might do, actually. That's quite nice and simple. And I might do the same again where the lines are, just to add a bit of dimension to the document, and do it transparent again. I might move that up there actually a little bit, because I think I quite like the idea of that being a little bit further up. And I might even go and put that in bold, and you know, so it's easy for you to edit those PDF documents in Canva a lot better than in the other app. Create them in the app and edit and pretty them up in Canva is what I do. So I'm going to download that. I'm going to save that as a PDF. And I'm going to replace. You can see what it looks like. I'm going to go over to daily diary, save it again. Yeah, I want to save that. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to take you back over to Tangent Templates. And now I'm going to go into the Tangent Builder. So now I'm going to go to upload my PDFs. And this is how I start putting my planner together. So I'm going to upload my PDF. So I'm going to upload the to-do list first. And now I'm going to also upload my daily diary. And all your pages will be here individually. So you might have this planner belongs to, you might have monthly goals in there, first of all, that you want to come before these two. These are just, obviously I'm just showing you for purpose today. So I'm going to click on that one. This is how I build them together. So I'm going to duplicate for another page, but I'm going to click on that page. I'm going to go to my uploads, and I actually want that page to be a day diary. Can you see how it's changed it? And now what I'm going to go over here is I'm going to, when you've built it, you can build up to sort of 200 pages here. Then you download the PDF, and now this merges the whole PDF document together for you. Can you see that? Looks like I've misdone that one. But can you see how it merges them together? And here's your document. And now all you would do is you would save that and call it your planner interior. And that would be your interior. I'm actually not going to save that because I'm not going to keep this, but yeah, then that's your PDF document all ready and sized and correctly done perfect for you to upload on KDP. So I hope you've enjoyed to see the possibilities that are available with KDP, the things that you could create. I'm sorry, my lighting keeps going a little bit in and out. Yeah, and that's how easy it is to make something really bespoke for you and your business. I have got a 6-week course that is starting on the 8th of June. Information will be going out. And so if you would like to have a step-by-step process that gives you all the tools and all the things that you could need to create your own bespoke business or journal or tracker, we go through a 6-week step-by-step process. So we take you from getting really clear and having vision on that clarity of what it is you're going to create. We look at what's selling out there, what's the best sellers. We look at the type of things you can create. We look at the top 50 KDP niches out there that people are creating and earning passive income from. We then take you through a step-by-step process of how to size your document, how to create the interiors, how to put them together. We then look at how to create your impacting book cover, because people buy through book covers. We look at tools and apps you can use to get graphics and make something really bespoke that nobody else is creating. And then we look at how you would upload that on KDP, the keywords, the categories, how to write your description. And then we look at how you're going to market your book. Now it's for sale and now it's up and running. How are you going to drive traffic to that? So that's my 6-week course starting in June. I hope you enjoyed seeing how you can create your own bespoke interiors. And if you do create anything, please do drop me a message. Please do let me know if you've created something. I would love to see it. So thank you so much for watching today.